So it is very common, all of us, end of the day, end of the month, or end of the week, end of the year, or end of the course, that education that we are all studying, we always think, what did I achieve? How did I complete this time? Like morning till evening, and end of the day we think, people ask, how was the day? Right? Kaisa tha aapka din? So then we think, kaisa tha matlab kya kiya humne subah se? What did I do? So, okay, most of the time I wasted, or no, I was very busy. I did so many good things. So it is very natural for us to think that how was the end of the day, or how was the end of the week. Like today is a Saturday. It is called weekend. So in this week, how is it is ending? So like this, we all see it. Now that December is ending, English calendar, now the whole world is mostly following the English calendar. So this has become year end. Otherwise, according to Vedic calendar, our year ends in March, Chaitra Mas. So now that Gregorian calendar or English calendar, everywhere it is being followed the same. So now year is ending. Now people are thinking, what did I do? So yesterday my Instagram was showing me, you can make one video, and the Instagram is giving me idea. Make one video. The how was your whole year? Some moments. So that means we all want to know, how did the whole year go on? Whether it went on well. And now when you look back and see, this year I failed in all my subjects. It was not good year. Or no, I made good profit in my business. Or no, this year my relationships were not good. So like this, everybody thinks. So similarly, Bhagavad Gita is saying, it is not about a day, not about week, not about months, not about year. We have to think, how should be the end of our life? When you look at your life, how should it be the end? If you know a little bit of filmmaking background, they always know how should be the end of this movie. Ending should be very nice. It should be really impactful. Or you are watching any sports, everybody is waiting at the end what will happen. Am I right? At the end what will happen, we want to know. So end should be very nice. So Bhagavad Gita also, Krishna is saying, your ending should be very nice. So Krishna says, Antakale cha mame va smaran muktva kalevaram. Antakala, ant mein. Antakala, ending time. Krishna is speaking about ending time. Antakale cha mame va smaran muktva kalevaram. At the ending time of your life, what is considered as success? Now, most of us will already be thinking, right? Okay, how should be the ending of my life? What do you all say? What have you thought? What should be the ending of your life? Everybody should remember me, that here was a great man. This is how my life should end. Or somebody should say, ending of my life should be, I should have a lot of money with me. This is how my life should end. So each one has their own imagination. What should be the end? Can anybody likes to share? What have you thought? What should be the end of your life? Yes. Sorry. Prosperity. मतलब डिफाइन इट लिटिल मोर. कितना प्रॉस्पेरिटी, मतलब कितना प्रॉस्पेरिटी चाहिए आपको? 1000? लिमिटलेस प्रॉस्पेरिटी चाहिए आपको? ओके. सो बहुत सारे पैसे होना चाहिए, लोगों को, सब लोगों को पता चलना चाहिए ऐसा एक था और एक है. सो ओके, नो प्रॉब्लम. तो बहुत सारे प्रॉस्पेरिटी चाहिए आपको. ओके, व्हाट्स योर नेम? शशांक. Sit down, please. Very nice. So, Shashank, how many of you also have a similar idea that बहुत सारे prosperity होना चाहिए, right? So, this is some of your raising. What about others? What should be your end? Yes, backside, yes. Okay. Give him Hari Bol. Very good. Okay, let's hear. Is that a real desire, or in this class you are telling like this? इस्कॉन, जब आप हरे कृष्ण मंदिर जाओगे ऐसे बोलना है. सब थाली बजाएंगे, हरि बोल. बाहर जाए, फ्रेंड्स पूछेंगे आप आज आपका, चलो आप बताइए आपका अंत कैसे होना चाहिए. और सब जगह में एक ही, व्हाट्स एवरीवेयर सेम. दैट्स ग्रेट. हाँ, या दैट्स वेरी नाइस. गुड. ओके, एनीबडी एल्स? बी ऑनेस्ट. यस. So what keeps you peaceful and satisfied at the end? Correct. So is there anything that makes you peace and satisfied? Good. Very nice. Please sit down. Anyone else? Peace and satisfaction, chanting the holy name. Somebody said prosperity. What should be the end? What should be your end? Yes. Two more. Yeah. सो हम आपका अंत काल के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. सो जब when you get your final time, will they be there? So आपके बाद जो लोग आएगा उनको मोटिवेट होना चाहिए आपका लाइफ के बारे में देखकर. ओके, वेरी गुड. Sit down, please. Next to him was him. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, good. Sit down, please. So everybody has to think about this. How many of you used Google Maps? Please raise your hand. You have used Google Map in your life? You have used? So now when you open Google Map and ask the Google Map, please give me direction. Please give me direction. कहाँ जाना है? कहाँ जाना है? So what will the Google Map say? हाँ? डेस्टिनेशन, पहले डेस्टिनेशन एंटर करना है. बिना डेस्टिनेशन क्या आप गूगल मैप आपको डायरेक्शन दे सकता है? नहीं हो, ऐसे नहीं होगा. Isn't it? So आपको पहले ये जानना है आपका अंत किधर है. Yes or no? What's your final destination? Then every left, right, कितना दूर जाना है, कितना दूर जाने के बाद लेफ्ट लेना है, राइट लेना है. So Google is able to tell you only when you know what is your destination. Otherwise, Google cannot guide you. So that means what is our final thing, we should already know. So everywhere it is like that. In management it is like that. In motivation it is like that. They say that start with what is the end. You should start with how should it be the end. Then only you will be able to clearly finish it. So it is a very important question in life. In our life, what should be our end? Like, it is good to think. Somebody said, my life should be an inspiration for others. Somebody said I should have a lot of prosperity. So after thinking all these things, now you think over. Get into more details. Okay, what does it mean? Prosperity means how much prosperity? What will I do with that prosperity at the time of death? If somebody thinks, okay, prosperity, it's good, but what Shastra says, what Acharya says, they says that nahi rakshati dukrun karane. This India's most richest person, Ambani family, right? Dhirubhai Ambani, the father of Mukesh Ambani and Anil Ambani, when he was on his deathbed, when he was fighting for his life, they got best of the best doctors from London, from New York and from Paris, like this. They had lots of money, lots of prosperity. But could they save Mr. Ambani? A lot of prosperity was there. So much money was there. Did it help him? We are not saying money is bad. No, we are not saying money is bad. We are just saying, okay, it's good to have money, but with so much money, I'm still dying. There is this example of Alexander. He is commonly called Alexander the Great. He is called great. But what did he do at his end? He called some of his very important people in his life and he told them, when I die, how should his body be taken and Dahan Sanskar be done? He gave ideas. He said that when you carry my dead body, my hand should be kept like this, open. Secondly, when you're all carrying my dead body, people on the road, they should be throwing gold, ruby, diamond, like this, they should be throwing. And who should carry my dead body? He said, the best of the best royal doctors, they should carry. So then those people who are with Alexander, they said, ये तो बहुत विचित्र desire है. It's very weird desire. Can you please tell us what is the meaning behind why you are asking like this? He said, you see, when my hands are like this, I want to show to the whole world, Alexander the Great. Why he is called great? Because he had conquered most of the part of the earth at that time. Most of the countries were under his control. Even that great person went in Khali Hath, empty hand he went. Nothing he carried with him. Dekho, kuch nahi. Such a great person, such a rich man. But when he went, did he carry anything? चलो इतना ग्रेट बन गया और उनके साथ 1 kg डायमंड और 1 kg गोल्ड लेकर चला गया. No, empty hand. Then why this ruby, gold and all you have to throw? That even though that ruby, gold, diamond, the dead body is going, for the dead body, is it making any difference? It's not making any difference. Third one, the doctors are carrying, the best of the doctors. So what is the message? What do you all think? What could be the message? Even the best doctors could not save Alexander from death. So Alexander wanted to tell, so what is the use if we are not, okay, I became great, but what is the lesson he wants to leave it to all of us? We are not interested in the lesson that Alexander is teaching. We are all interested in, what did Alexander do? He became so-called big king, I will also become big king. No, what is the lesson he is saying? Say, I did all those things, but finally I am going in empty hand. And there's so many big people have come and gone in this world. We all remember our father's name. Do you all know your father's name? Obviously. We all know our grandfather's name. We will know. Great-grandfather's name? Great-great-grandfather's name? How many of you don't know? Raise your hand. See, look at this. Half of us, we don't know. Great-great-grandfather name. Some people said, yes, we know. How many of you know? Please raise your hand. Great-great-grandfather. 5 generation backside. Okay. How many of you know great-great-great-grandfather? Hello? Not even one hand is going up. Maybe behind this pillar I am not able to see. Great-great-great-grandfather, anybody knows? Already we have forgotten. I asked this one sometime, why you don't remember? It is not possible to remember. Who is our Prime Minister? सबको पता है? Who was the previous Prime Minister? Before him? Before him? How many of you know before him who was the Prime Minister? See, P.V. Narasimha Rao? Nahin. Already just 3 Prime Ministers पहले कौन था हमें पता नहीं. To become a Prime Minister of this country is not ordinary. It is one of the most powerful position in our country. And just 3 Prime Ministers back we don't remember. How many of you remember all the Prime Ministers' name? Of course, if you are preparing for some UPSC, you may remember. Otherwise, generally. How many of you remember? Raise your hand. Nobody in this room remembers such famous, powerful people in our own country. I am not asking how many of you remember all the presidents of America or Italy, France. No. Our own Prime Minister. So all of you who said, I want to have my life in such a way, don't you think they were not successful? Becoming such powerful. When they were Prime Minister, everyone knows them, no? Yes or no? But in 20-25 years, people have forgotten them. People have forgotten. So the success, the great success in this world is not really how famous we are in this world, how famous or how rich you are in this world. Not really. So many rich people have come and gone. Today, if I ask you who are the rich people, we are able to tell their name. If I ask you, somebody said prosperity and remaining people raised their hand. Tell me, 25 years back, who was the rich man? Indira Gandhi. Ratan Tata. Why is it a wild guess or is it a pakka answer? So we don't know. Maybe, shayad, hoga, nahi hoga. In 25 years, already people have forgotten. So just please understand the success. Now, another interesting question. One interest, serious, for all of you, one serious question I'm asking. When you say success, are you thinking about what is the benefit for you, or are you thinking what is the benefit for others? From which point you are answering this? What is the benefit for you? From that angle, are you saying what is success, or are you saying what is the benefit for remaining people? Okay, now you think and tell me, if we are the one who is getting benefit, then what should be the success at the end of your life? If you are the benefiting, because if you say you are the benefiting person, then if you say prosperity at the time of death, like Alexander told, I am not carrying anything, then what is the benefit of having all those things? What do you all say? Is the prosperity success at the time of death? Is it beneficial for you at the time of death? Ha or na? No. Sure. Is there any benefit for you? No benefit. For you, I'm asking, not for people. If you get lot of money, there's a lot of benefit for people. They'll be waiting. When will this person go? So that we will get benefit. But what is a benefit for you? At least 1 rupee can you take with you? 1 rupee ले लो, कोई problem नहीं, no. कुछ नहीं ले सकते आप. So now think and tell me, if it is benefit for you, what do you mean by benefit for me means what? Can somebody explain? आपका benefit क्या हो सकता है अंत में? Something that you can carry even after death. So, can you carry your degree certificate? And next time when you are born, they'll say, wow, this baby is in a B.Tech in the previous life. This जन्म में आप सीधा M.Tech चलो. B.Tech का सर्टिफिकेट है आपके पास, so इस जन्म में आप सीधा मास्टर और PhD. नहीं, आप डिग्री सर्टिफिकेट नहीं ले सकते आपके साथ? नहीं, ओके चलो 10% बैंक बैलेंस में जो है वो लेके चले जाऊंगा मैं. Is that possible? If you are the one who is getting benefit at the end, then what is that benefit? Somebody was raising. Huh? What learnings? Let's say in this janm, you have learned how to ride bicycle. In next janm, by birth you will know how to ride bicycle? No, your answer is correct. But which learning you can take? Some learnings will again become zero. Like a reset in your mobile, there is one reset button. There is one factory reset is there. Reset and factory reset. When you do factory reset, what happens? Everything becomes zero. So at the time of death, it becomes factory reset. You have to again start from scratch. Okay, so if you are the one who is going to get benefit, what is that benefit that you can take? Good consciousness, okay? Good karma. Bad karma also will come with us. You may like only good karma, but bad karma also will come with us. Karma will come with us. What else? Punya, the same thing, good karma. Punya or pap. So you have to seriously ask, if you are taken to some place, let's say one gold mine is there, and they will tell, you can see whatever you want to see here, but from here you cannot take anything. Then what is the use? So what are you allowed to take at the time of death? That will tell you what is a success. What is a success? What are you allowed to take with you? ये हरे कृष्णा आंसर है और आपका रियल आंसर है? हाँ, हरे कृष्णा आंसर. ही इज वेरी ऑनेस्ट, ईमानदारी से आंसर दे रहा है. सो you think, we have to think this. What is the real success for me at the time of death? There is nothing wrong earning money. There is nothing wrong in getting good name. But I got only money. That is the problem. Along with money, because see, money is for our body. But we are not this sharir. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, we are Atma. देहिनो अस्मिन् यथा देहे कौमारं यौवनं जरा तथा देहांतर प्राप्तिर धीरस्तत्र न मुह्यति. We are Atma. At the time of death, the Atma is leaving this body. So, what can come with Atma? Atma means you. You are Atma. That will tell you, that is like our destination. If that is good ending, then everything what is happening in your life is good. If that is not good, then whatever is happening now, that is also very serious. Like sometimes in your college, they will ask, you're every day watching on Bollywood movie, Netflix, Amazon Prime. Then they'll ask, parents will ask each other, ये एग्जाम में आएगा क्या? ये लिखोगे आप एग्जाम में? ये एग्जाम में आएगा आपको? So that means what? जो एग्जाम में आपको मदद करेगा, मतलब you get help in the exam. That's what is most important. So all is well when the end is well. How do you say this in Hindi? अंत भला है तो सब भला. सो कौन सा अंत है वो भला अंत? साल का अंत भला है तो जीवन का अंत भला. इस साल तो चला गए, हो गया. तो seriously, no, you have to really think. Otherwise, just like in the exam, you are a famous student in your college, but you failed in the exam. Imagine you are a very famous boy in your college, but आपने फेल हो गए एग्जाम में. ओके, क्या फायदा है फेमस होकर? क्या फायदा हो गया? एग्जाम में फेल हो गए. That is not going to help you. So, what is the benefit for me at the time of death? So, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, अंतकाले च मामेव स्मरन् मुक्त्वा कलेवरम. अंतकाल में क्या, what is the most important thing? What is success? Is, can you remember Krishna at the time of death? Can you remember Krishna at the time of death? If you are able to remember, that means your whole life is a success life. What did you say? अंत भला है तो सब भला. So क्या भला? अंत भला कैसा होता है? So Bhagavad Gita is saying, अंत, they are also same word. अंतकाले च मामेव स्मरण करना है, कृष्ण को स्मरण करना है. क्या आप भगवान को स्मरण कर सकते? कर पाएगा आप? If you are able to remember Krishna at the time of death, it means your whole life is successful. Whole life is successful. Now it looks very simple. वो इतना आसान है, इसमें क्या बड़ा बात? What is a big deal in this? Simply I have to remember God, no? How many of you think like this? Yeah, I mean, it's so simple. Huh? It is not even like on complicated formula. A plus B plus C whole cube is equal to what? No, we don't have to remember like it. Okay, Krishna, Hey Krishna, Vasudev, Govinda. Itna आसान है. What do you all say? If this is what we should do at the end of our life, is it simple? My question to all of you, is it simple? Why do you say it is simple, or why do you say it is not simple? Hmm. 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 First and foremost is, many of us sitting here, we don't know what is a death experience means. At the time of death, nothing is under your control. Nothing is under your control. Your own body is not under your control. Your own mind is not under control. Everything is collapsing at that time. That is the meaning of death. Everything is collapsing and you have no control. Now today, see how nicely we are sitting. We are sitting in the chair. Your body is under your control. It's healthy. It is good. It is very nice. So we are thinking, I can remember God. Actually, no. This is not that death actually. Death is a very different experience. At that time, if you have to remember God, when Krishna is saying that in Bhagavad Gita, it is not very simple. I mean, it is simple also if you follow certain things. Otherwise, it is not simple. Actually, whenever you are in pain, whenever you are in dukkha or pain, we always remember somebody. It's very natural to remember somebody. स्मरण करना बहुत स्वाभाविक है. लेकिन किसको हम स्मरण करते हैं? Naturally, whom do you remember when you are in difficulty, or when you are in trouble, or when you are in pain? Whom do we remember? We generally remember our mother, right? Why don't you remember Modi ji? Why don't you remember Biden, American powerful fellow? Or someone else, Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan. We may like them, by the way, isn't it? We may like them. We know them, we like them. But that doesn't mean that we remember them when you are in pain. Why is it like that? Can anybody explain? I know them, I like them, I am their fan, but still I don't remember them when I am in pain. ऐसा क्यों होता है? Why do you remember your mother only? But actually, who is more powerful? Your mother is more powerful, or Prime Minister is more powerful? Prime Minister is more powerful. Still we think of our mother only. Why? Okay, good answers. Some more? Okay, yeah. Attachment, okay. Okay. See, the point is, with whom you have strong relationship. With whom do you have strong relationship? That is with your mother. On day-to-day basis, every day, for everything, you have relationship with your mother. Because of this reason, it is very natural for us to remember. I may like my Prime Minister, I may like Messi, I may like Ronaldo, I may like Argentina, or all those things, or I may like X political party or Y political party. I may like all those things. But when I am in pain, I remember my mother. Mostly. Do you all do that? It is because we all have a deep relationship with our mother. Similarly, like we have relationship with our mother, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, you develop relationship with me as well. We all know there is some God, or we may like Krishna. I like Krishna, yes, all that is there. But that is not enough. Unless we develop relationship, unless you develop relationship with God, we will not be able to remember God. It is not possible. Simply भगवान के बारे जानकारी करना, you know about God, you like God is not enough. I can ask somebody, tell me, what is the date of birth of Shah Rukh Khan? Many of you may be able to tell when is his birthday, what is his height, what is his weight, where did he study, who is his children. So much information is there. That is not enough to remember him at the time of pain. What helps you to remember is with whom you have relationship. So Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, the success at the end of your life which comes with you. That is what we are discussing. What should be success? Success is that which comes with you. If you are working, at the end of the month, what comes with you? Salary. If that doesn't come with you, will you think that is a success? But everybody is saying, बहुत अच्छा काम किया आपने हमारा कंपनी में, इस महीने ना बहुत अच्छा काम किया आपने, अच्छा नाम कमाए कंपनी में, लेकिन सैलरी नहीं आ रहा है आपके. सब लोग आपको बहुत अप्रिशिएट कर रहे हैं, लेकिन सैलरी नहीं दे रहा है. विल यू बी ओके? यू से हाँ सब कुछ ठीक है, लेकिन हम मेरा सैलरी किधर है? सो दैट इज कॉल्ड इंटेलिजेंट. Yes, good name is okay, motivation is good. Like now everybody in your office they're saying, आपको देखकर मुझे इतना मोटिवेशन मिल रहा है ना, और सब कुछ ठीक है, लेकिन मोटिवेशन तो अच्छा है, लेकिन मेरा सैलरी किधर? अच्छा नेम ठीक है, अच्छा मोटिवेशन भी मिल रहा है दूसरे लोगों को, वो भी ठीक है, लेकिन मेरा सैलरी किधर है? वो मेरे लिए, मेरे पास मेरा सैलरी आने चाहिए. So like that, prosperity is okay, good name is okay, motivation is okay, that's all fine. But with you, what is coming? With you, when you die, with you, what is coming? That is the real success. When you come home, let's say you come home and tell, oh, बहुत success किया इस महीने मेरा कंपनी में. अच्छा, क्या success? सब लोग मुझे बहुत अप्रिशिएट किया. ओ ठीक है, लेकिन सैलरी किधर है? नहीं, यू नो, बिकॉज ऑफ मी एवरीबडी इन माई ऑफिस गेट्स लॉट ऑफ मोटिवेशन. ओके, दैट इज ऑल्सो गुड, बट वेयर इज योर सैलरी? नो, दैट आई डिडंट गेट. So then it is not really nice. So like that, all good name, good power, good position, motivation, inspiration, everything is okay, but what will come with me? What will come? This we have to seriously think about it. If we are not thinking about it, that means we are not very careful. Like for example, what if you are studying in your college and after 4 years the university says we will not give you any certificate, degree certificate. Will you be interested? Why? नहीं, आपको अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस मिलेगा इधर इस हमारे यूनिवर्सिटी में. एक्सपीरियंस मतलब अच्छा दोस्त बनेंगे, आपको हर दिन अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस मिलेगा, बहुत मजा आएगा इधर रहकर, लेकिन आपको योर डिग्री सर्टिफिकेट नहीं मिलेगा. विल यू बी ओके? नो. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू आर ओके? चलो, नो प्रॉब्लम. दैट मीन्स यू आर सेइंग द सक्सेस ऑफ योर कोर्स is when you get one. What is coming with you after your course? Am I right? कोर्स के बाद मेरे पास क्या होगा? वो मेरा सक्सेस है. Like that, after my life, what will be with, what is with me? What will come with me? That we have to think. That is how we see our success. So Krishna says that, he says you have to remember Krishna. Ante Narayana Smritihi. Janma labha smritaha. Labha. Janma labha. Labha means what? Benefit, profit. और हमें जो मिला, प्रॉफिट मिला, वो that is क्या प्रॉफिट है? ना अंते नारायण स्मृति ही. You have to remember Lord. If you are able to do that, then your life is successful. Otherwise, your life is not considered as successful. It is considered as failure. If you don't remember answer in the exam, then your course is considered as failure. If you don't remember your answer, the course is considered as failure. Like that, if you don't remember Krishna at the time of death, your life is considered as failure. Then what will happen? Then again you have to repeat. The same subject you have to repeat. That is not nice. It is not success. Repetition is not success. So like that, punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. Puna jan, puna mrityu. A success nahi hota. An intelligent person, if you are an intelligent student, you want to finish your course in one attempt. You don't say, no, it's okay, 10 years let me take. No, you want to just finish it off. So, if our life has to be successful, then we have to remember Krishna at the time of death. Now, how do we remember Krishna at the time of death? As I told you, we remember Krishna, we remember God only if we have relationship with Krishna. If we don't have relationship with Krishna, it is not possible to remember Krishna at the time of death. And what do you mean by relationship? Relationship means you should have feelings. You should have some activities for, like your mother cooks for you. She takes care of you. She does so many relationship means there are a lot of activities. So in the next shloka, in the same chapter, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mamanusmara yudhyacha mayarpita mano buddhir mame vaishyasi asamshayah. So Krishna says, he is telling Arjuna, you fight for me. Fight for me. Krishna ke liye fight karna. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya. Now Krishna says, Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya chadushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya. I want to do dharma samsthapan. So इसीलिए मेरे लिए तुम युद्ध करो. So like that, all of us, when you fight for Krishna, that means when you live, whatever life you have got, in that life, you make your life in such a way that you are living for God's purpose. God has a purpose. Fighting is not so great. Why we are reading Mahabharata and Bhagavad Gita? It is not that in our history only one fight was there, Mahabharata fight. No, every day fights keep happening. Why don't we read everybody's fight? This fight is special fight. Why? Some people called Pandavas, they fought for God's purpose. God has a purpose and He is telling that in Bhagavad Gita. What is His purpose? Dharma sthapana. So, dharma sthapan ke liye आपको युद्ध करना है. So that is Pandavas. Who are the Kauravas? They are also fighting. But they are fighting not for God. They are fighting for themselves. They are fighting for their own profit. They are called Kauravas. So you have an option. Do you want to become Kauravas? Do you want to become Pandavas? And at what is the end of Bhagavad Gita? Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna Yatra Partho Dhanurdhara Shrir Vijayor Bhuter. Who is successful? Whoever fights for God, they will always become successful in their life. So now we all have got this Manushya Jan, Manav Jan. In this Manav Jan, Bhagavad Gita says, you will become successful if you take this Manav Jan and live this life for God's purpose. If you say, no, I have my own purpose, then you become Kaurava. Kauravas, they had their own purpose in the mind. Their whole life is about their own purpose. So, finally, who was successful in Mahabharata? Kauravas or Pandavas? Pandavas. Whoever fights for God, lives for God, they will be successful. That's what the last shloka of Bhagavad Gita. Vijaya. Who will become Vijay? Whoever is with God, whoever fights for God. So now in your life, already 20 years, 18 years, I don't know, whatever your age is, this many years we have lived. Now ask question. If my end has to be great, if my end has to be successful, that means I have to now see what am I doing for God. This life is given to us for God's purpose. Again I'm telling, you can earn money, you can earn good name, you can earn all that. Like Arjun was not a beggar. He was a very prosperous person. His life is a motivation for others. He's a successful person. But most important thing is, apart from all that, he fought for Krishna, for Dharmastha. No, I'm only a rich man, but I never lived for God. I'm famous man, but I never lived for God. Such famous, such rich is not going to come with you at the time of death. When you die, it's a factory reset. It will become zero again. But in the 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna is asking question to Krishna. Krishna, what will come with the soul in the next life? Something will not come with you, something will come with you. So what is allowed with you, what is not allowed with you, that you should know, so that you know intelligently. If you know whatever is allowed, that much you can take it. What is not allowed, what is the use of keeping it with you? It will anyway be not allowed to carry. So your all material things, name, fame, money, power, position, everything will become zero at the time of death. Again you have to start from zero next time. But whatever adhyatmic, spiritual you have done, good karma you have done, bhakti you have done, the devotion you have done, reading Bhagavad Gita, chanting Hare Krishna mantra, coming to this kind of satsang, participating in kirtan, all these things will come with you. It will save you. Neha bhikrama nashosti. Krishna says, na nashaha. Nash, usko इस चीजों के नाश नहीं होता है. Neha bhikrama nashosti. See, there's no loss. Everything will come with you to next life. You will not start from zero. Wherever you stopped, you will start from there. Everything will start from there. That's why Krishna says, Bahunam janmanamante jnanavan mam prapadyate Vasudeva sarvamite samahatma sudurlabha Bahunam janmanamante. आप हर जन्म में क्या क्या आप आध्यात्मिक spiritual what you are accumulating, that will continue. We have two accounts. One is material account, another one is spiritual account. आप जो material account में deposit कर रहे हैं, वो account zero हो जाएगा. मृत्यु के समय में जो हमारा material account में आप deposit किया है, वो सारे deposit zero हो जाएगा. Relationship material account है, education material account है, आपका नेम फेम जो है वो सब मटेरियल अकाउंट है, सब जीरो हो जाएगा. नेक्स्ट लाइफ में शुरू से आपको और एक रिलेशनशिप करना है. इस जन्म ने जो आप रिलेशनशिप किया वो जीरो हो जाएगा. फिर सब कुछ शुरू से करना है. ABCD आपने सीखा इस लाइफ में, फिर सीखना है नेक्स्ट लाइफ में. ये नेचर है. दिस बिकम जीरो. लेकिन जो आप स्पिरिचुअल अकाउंट में डिपॉजिट कर रहे हैं, सब कुछ नेक्स्ट लाइफ में वो कैरी फॉरवर्ड हो जाए. एवरीथिंग विल कम. व्हाई डू यू थिंक व्हेन यू टेक बर्थ, सम पीपल आर born in a poor family? Some people, those of you sitting in this room, 100 of you are sitting, everybody is not same. All our beginning was not starting, it's not same. Some people, when you are already born, Already there is so much of money in your family. When I am born, for example, I may not have any money. Why did it happen like this? Some people are born with good health. Some people are born with some problem. Why? It is because whatever you did in your previous life is continuing. It is continuing. That's how it continues. So I should not be irresponsible. If I am born with not so good facilities in this life, it means in my previous life I was irresponsible. I didn't do anything to come in this life. So that means we have to be careful. We have to do those activities that will come to our next life. One of the most important activity that Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita again and again and again is remembering Krishna, remembering God, remembering God. And how do we remember God in Kali Yuga? Kritayadhyayato Vishnu Tretayam Yajato Makai Dwapare Paricharyayam Kalau Tad Hari Kirtanam. Hari Kirtanam, by doing Nama Sankirtana, by doing Harinam Sankirtan, especially chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Ananyas Chintayanto Mam. Krishna says, जो इस प्रकार मेरा स्मरण करेगा, इस प्रकार अनन्यास चिंतयन्तो माम, चिंतन भगवान को इस प्रकार चिंतन करना है. कैसे? हरे कृष्ण मंत्र जप करने से. Hare Krishna, when you chant, you are remembering Krishna. You are thinking of Krishna. Krishna says, Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. मैं उनका योगक्षेम देखभाल करूं. I will take care of them. Krishna is saying. So, the success is how much we chant Harinam. This we have to seriously understand. You can go to job, you can go to your studies, you do your business, you do well in your career, everything is great. But if you are not doing Harinam, you are not chanting Hare Krishna mantra, then whatever you are doing, it is like zero. Now tell me, zero has value or no value? Hello? Does zero have value or it has no value? Depends on what? Before or after what? For example, I will tell you, I'll give one checkbook. आपको एक चेक देता हूं मैं. उस चेक में 70 लिखा मैं, and I'm giving you. Is it any useful? चलो, अंबानी एक चेक साइन करके दे दिया आपको, एंड आप वो चेक में क्या लिखा है? 7 zeros लिखा है. Any value? Any use? No use. When will that zero becomes useful? Then you ask that Ambani, आप क्या एक नंबर डाला उधर? सिर्फ एक नंबर दो उसमें. एक नंबर के बाद जितना जीरो ऐड होगा उधर, उतना वैल्यू बढ़ते जाएगा. पहले 1 लिखो, उसके बाद 1 0 आ गया. नाउ क्या वैल्यू है? 10. और 1 0, 100 हो गया. और 1 0, 1000. और 1 0, 10,000 हो गया. और 1 0, 1 लाख हो गया. देखो, जीरो को इतना वैल्यू है, प्रोवाइडेड एक नंबर है. दिस इज एंटायर भगवत गीता इज लाइक दिस. आपके पास कृष्णा है, उसके बाद सब कुछ है, सब कुछ वैल्यूएबल है. कृष्णा नहीं है, सारे चीज है वो जीरो जैसा है, कोई वैल्यू नहीं है. प्रॉस्पेरिटी, नेम, फेम, मोटिवेशन, वो सब जीरो है, बहुत वैल्यूएबल है, लेकिन कृष्ण भी होना चाहिए. एंड व्हाट इज दैट कृष्णा? हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र. जितना आप हरे कृष्ण मंत्र को जप किया है, वो आपका वैल्यू 1 नंबर है. उसके बाद जो काम किया, वो जीरो जैसा वैल्यू इंक्रीज होते जाएगा. सो लाइक दिस, If you don't understand this, then just like now we are ending 2022 in another 1 week, next Saturday December 31st हो गया, 23 शुरू हो गया. एक साल हमने क्या किया सिर्फ आपको पता है. So like this, इस जन्म ने हम क्या किया. So if you don't want to waste, then आपको एक नंबर का नंबर ऐड करना ही होता है. And that what is that one number? That one number is that Harinam. Harinam. Even one time if you say Krishna, that will come to next life. Can you imagine this? Can you all say Krishna? Krishna. हो गया. Deposit. Deposit for what? For next life. It will come to next life. And it will help you. If you say KFC, McDonald's, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Shah Rukh Khan, Modi ji, America, क्या वो आपका नेक्स्ट लाइफ में हेल्प करेगा? और डिपॉजिट हो गया किधर? नो डिपॉजिट हो गया, सब वेस्ट हो गया. टाइम, आपका टाइम व्यर्थ हो गया. बट इफ यू से हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. See, now this much deposit over. So why should we waste? I should go on depositing. And when I deposit, so much I'm carrying with me. So much I'm carrying. So at the time of death, there are two experiences. If you are a not devotee, you'll be crying. You know why you'll be crying? No, you will know that I am not carrying anything with me. मुझे अब खाली हाथ जाना है. So you will be now crying. अरे क्या हो गया, इतना साल मैं इतना सब कुछ किया, अब खाली हाथ में जाना है. बहुत दुख होगा आपको मृत्यु के समय. Why? Because nobody will come with you. You know, if you are crying, at the time of death, you can ask somebody who is standing next to you, आप भी आना मेरे साथ. They will say, 1 minute रुको भैया, मैं जा रहा हूं अब. हाँ? I thought I'm just standing next to you and you are calling me. कोई नहीं आएगा. Nobody will come. They will cry. Definitely they'll cry. इसका मतलब ये नहीं है वो आपके साथ आना चाहता है. ये सत्य है. This is the truth. Will you go with somebody? If somebody calls you, आप भी आओ ना मेरे साथ. प्लीज आओ ना मेरे साथ आ जाओ. आप इतना रो रहे हो, मत रो, मेरे साथ आ जाओ. रोने का जरूरत नहीं है, मेरे साथ आओ. Will you go? We don't know. Mostly no. 99% no. Right? See, we don't know. Nobody will come with us at the time of death. Nobody will come. And you should actually see what kind of clothes they will put on the dead body. Some very cheap cloth they will be putting. आपका ही पैसा है, बहुत सारे पैसे है अकाउंट में. Now they will think, ए dead body है, क्या फायदा है? Some cheap cloth you put. So money will not come, people will not come. So that's why the person who is dying, he will be going through so much of pain. But the person who follow Bhagavad Gita in his life, he'll be very happy. Because he knows, I'm going with so much of success. I'm going with so much of credit, balance, my spiritual balance. I'm not going alone. I'm going with so much. When I'm taking birth next life or wherever I'm going with everything in my life. So that is called success. So that is why we'll come to this conclusion. Most important thing is what we carry with us. Ant bhala, sab bhala. So क्या भला? कृष्ण स्मरणा. इसके लिए हमें हमेशा मतलब भगवान बोल रहे भगवत गीता में, हमेशा में अनन्यास चिंतयन्तो. Always think especially chanting Hare Krishna mantra. If you are chanting Hare Krishna mantra, more and more, that much you are successful. If you are not chanting Hare Krishna mantra, you are only materially successful, but that will all become factory reset. Then you will go in empty hand. So, this is what it is. So, I'll stop here. Grantara Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai.